So basically, this is the CDC, Center for Disease Control and Prevention. We're going to go over this again. Okay, so basically, proteins are found in every food, is what it says. And it goes over the different types of protein, eggs, nuts, seeds, milk, and the complete protein source versus the incomplete protein source. And it talks about essential amino acids. And we go on. Actually, I'm going to go to, at this point, I'm going to go to the vitamins and minerals. Vitamins and organic substances made by plants or animals. Minerals are inorganic elements that come from the earth. Soil and water are absorbed by plants. Animals and humans absorb minerals from the plants they eat. Vitamins and minerals are nutrients that your body needs to grow and develop normally. What is the key phrase in that? Oh, excuse me. I was reading off the thing and not looking at the camera screen. So it says to develop normally. And then it talks about different vitamin deficiencies that soften the bone. So a vitamin deficiency that softens the bone, is it's so hard to believe that it can affect the brain as well, and you need to supplement that deficiency. So we talk about calcium and bone health, folic acid, iron deficiencies. We talk about sodium and salt, sodium and potassium. And okay, so to wrap this up in the next 20 seconds, we're going to go over hunger. Okay, hunger, excessive hunger. What are the symptoms of hunger? Okay, it says people can go into insulin fucking shock. As emotional and mental components. Actually, I'm going to go about 20 seconds over. Some people eat more when they are sad, depressed, stressed, or anxious. Certain medications such as antidepressant sedatives and birth control pills also associated with increased appetite. It talks about hypoglycemia, and talks about complications, and talks about convulsions and seizures and trembling, etc., etc. So, hunger, basically, according to localhealth.com, cdc.gov, is caused by this lack of vital minerals and nutrients and vitamins and that your body needs. Proteins. It needs the food groups, okay? And if you can't supplement them with things like soy and other ways, well, you're in trouble. And what's going to end up happening if you don't live a balanced life is they're going to bring you down. Think of it as a kung fu match, where you're trying to balance your life, you're trying to balance your diet, you're trying to balance your work with your play, you're trying to balance right and make sure it outweighs the wrong, etc. You're trying to balance everything and judge and calculate your day, calculate your life, calculate what girlfriend you should do, what car you should buy, what house you should buy, where you should live, where you should go to school, what backpack to buy, etc., etc. So, while you're calculating all these things and you're understanding these things in your life, where was the shrink when you were making the calculation for the backpack? Where was the shrink when you were explaining what's going on? I've spent 1,000+ videos explaining to you about me, and I haven't even touched the tip of the iceberg. Even if you spent your entire life being observed by 1,000 shrinks, nobody would understand you but you. The only chance you have of understanding yourself is by looking into yourself. Mark my words. I am willing to die by those words and fight anybody over them anytime. Now, we go on to, because that's what it means to be free. Free will. It's saying, hey, I will do this. I will do what I want with my body. I will not submit to your misconceptions and your perceptions and your misjudgments, your mistake. We talk about your take on something. A shrink's take is a mistake. They're missing what's going on. They've missed the whole picture because they weren't holding your fucking hand throughout your life, scrutinizing your every movement and, evaluating it. And even if they were, they still wouldn't understand. Do I need to remind you how a brain works and that Miss Cleo does not fucking really read minds and cannot really see the future? Now, as we go on, it talks about allergies and all these things. I'm not going to get into all the, I'm going to end it here. This video is about the second variable that shrinks missed, and they're a bunch of, well, I'm not going to go there because, we're going to keep it civilized. Thank you.